Sometimes life feels like it's crashing down on you, like the pain will never end. Stress grips your chest, problems pile up, and you wonder if this is how it's always going to be. But let me tell you the truth. Nothing lasts forever. Not heartbreak, not failure, not the sleepless nights that feel endless. Every storm eventually runs out of rain, and so will yours. Think back to the moments you thought you wouldn't survive. The breakup that shattered you, the loss that broke you, the times you swore you'd never get back up. Yet here you are, breathing, standing, living proof that the hardest moments always pass. When you're in pain, your mind convinces you it's permanent, like the darkness will never lift. But that's just fear talking. Life moves in seasons, and no season lasts forever. Winter always melts into spring, and sadness always gives way to hope. Even the deepest wounds heal. Look at the scars on your body. At one point, they burned and hurt, but now they're just reminders of your strength. The same is true for your emotional scars. They don't stay raw forever. They turn into lessons, into proof that you overcame what once felt impossible. So the next time stress weighs heavy on you, pause and remind yourself, this moment is temporary. Take a deep breath. Tell yourself, I've survived worse and I'll survive this too. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to hold on a little longer. Because the storm isn't here to stay. It's here to pass. And when it does, you'll come out stronger, wiser, and more unshakable than ever. Pain is temporary, but your strength is forever. Every challenge you face feels like a wall blocking your way. It's frustrating, exhausting, and sometimes you wonder if it's even worth it. But here's the truth. The challenge itself is temporary. It will pass. What stays with you forever are the lessons it teaches. Think about the last time you failed at something. Maybe it was a job you didn't get, a dream that didn't work out, or a mistake that cost you time and energy. At that moment, it hurt. You felt defeated. But look back now. Isn't it true that the lesson you gained shaped who you are today? That failure showed you what to do differently. It made you stronger, wiser, more prepared. The challenge left, but the growth remained. Life works like that. Hard moments come and go, but the wisdom they give you is permanent. Every setback carries a hidden gift if you're willing to see it. For example, a broken friendship might teach you the value of loyalty. Losing a job might push you toward discovering your true passion. Struggling with money might teach you resilience and resourcefulness. In the middle of it, you may not see the purpose, but when the dust settles, you realize that every difficulty was shaping you for the future. So when life throws obstacles your way, don't see them as permanent punishments. See them as temporary tests designed to leave you stronger. The pain will fade, but the lesson will stay with you for the rest of your life. That's how growth happens, not in comfort, but in challenge. The next time you're struggling, remind yourself, this moment won't last, but what I learn here will last forever. Don't just survive the challenge, collect the wisdom it offers. They were here to build you. Stress never fixes anything. In fact, it makes everything worse. When you're stressed, your mind races, your chest feels tight, and every small problem looks 10 times bigger. You lose sleep, you snap at people, and suddenly, even the tiniest decisions feel impossible. But here's the thing. Stress doesn't solve the problem in front of you. Calm thinking does. Think about it. Imagine you're trying to untie a knot. If you pull and yank with frustration, the knot only gets tighter. But if you take a breath, relax, and work gently, the knot loosens. Life's problems work the same way. The more stress you add, the harder they get. The calmer you are, the clearer the solution becomes. We've all been there. Maybe it was a test, a job interview, or a money issue that kept you awake at night. You worried, panicked, and replayed every what if in your head. And what happened? The problem didn't magically disappear. In fact, your stress just drained your energy and focus. But the moment you slowed down, the moment you gave yourself space to breathe, that's when answers started showing up. Calmness clears the fog. It doesn't mean you ignore the problem. It means you handle it from a place of strength, not panic. Take a breath before reacting. Write things down. Break the situation into small steps. Remind yourself, this is figure-outable. Stress blocks solutions, but calmness invites them. So the next time life throws something heavy at you, don't let stress control you. Step back, breathe, and face it with a clear mind. Problems are not solved by panic. They're solved by patience, focus, and steady action. Remember, storms don't scare the strongest trees. They just make their roots grow deeper. Stay calm, stay steady, and you'll find your way through. One of the biggest reasons we feel drained in life is because we keep trying to control things that were never ours to control. We stress over people's opinions, over the past, over outcomes that are out of our hands. And the more we fight for control, the more powerless we feel. The truth is simple. Peace comes when you focus on what you can control and let go of what you can't. Think about it. You can't control the weather, but you can carry an umbrella. You can't control how someone treats you, but you can control how you respond. You can't rewrite yesterday, but you can choose how you show up today. That's where your power lies. Not in everything, but in the choices you make right now. Maybe you've lost sleep worrying about whether someone likes you. Or maybe you've replayed a mistake 100 times in your head, wishing you could change it. But no matter how much you stress, it won't change the past, and it won't change someone else's behavior. What it will change is your energy, your health, your peace of mind. Worrying about the uncontrollable is like trying to hold water in your hands. No matter how tight you grip, it slips away. But when you shift your focus to what you can control, your effort, your attitude, your choices, everything changes. Suddenly, you're not stuck. You're not powerless. You're in the driver's seat of your own life. So let go of the battles that aren't yours to fight. Release the weight of things outside your reach. Pour your heart into what you can actually influence. Because that's where strength grows. That's where progress happens. And that's where peace lives. Remember, true freedom begins when you stop trying to control everything and start mastering yourself. When you're standing in the middle of a storm, it feels endless. The sky is dark, the thunder is loud, and the rain keeps pouring down. You start to believe the sun will never shine again. But here is the truth you need to hold on to. Every storm eventually runs out of rain. No matter how heavy it feels, it always passes. Life struggles are just like that. Breakups, failures, money problems, heartbreak, they feel like they'll last forever when you're living through them. But look back for a second. Every storm you faced in the past eventually ended, didn't it? You may have scars, but you also have proof that the darkest days never last forever. If you survived before, you can survive again. I remember a time when everything felt like it was falling apart. Nothing was working, and it seemed like the storm above me would never clear. But it did. Slowly, little by little, things shifted. That's the beauty of life. Storms are temporary visitors, not permanent residents. When you're hurting, remind yourself, this pain is not forever. The clouds will break. The light will return. You may not know when, but you can be sure it's coming. Just like the sky doesn't stay dark forever, your life won't either. Instead of fearing the storm, use it. Let it water your growth. Let it wash away the things that no longer serve you. Storms don't just test you, they prepare you. And when the rain finally stops, you'll stand stronger, clearer, and ready for what's next. So if you're in the middle of a storm right now, hold on. Don't give up. The rain cannot last forever, and it won't. Your sunshine is already on its way. Remember this, Storms don't destroy strong souls, they shape them. And you are stronger than you know. Big dreams can feel overwhelming. You look at where you want to be, compare it to where you are now, and suddenly it feels impossible. That gap between your present and your future looks too wide to cross. But here's the secret. You don't need to leap the whole distance. Small steps taken today will build the brighter tomorrow you're dreaming of. Think about climbing a mountain. Nobody runs straight to the top in one go. You take it one step at a time. Each step feels small, almost insignificant, but together they add up. Before you know it, you're standing on the peak, looking back at how far you've come. Life works exactly the same way. Maybe you want to get healthier. It is not about losing 20 pounds in a week. It is about choosing water instead of soda today, or walking for 15 minutes instead of sitting. Maybe you want to grow in your career. It's not about landing your dream job overnight. It's about reading a little, practicing a skill, or sending that one email today. These tiny actions don't look life-changing in the moment, but over time, they completely transform your future. The problem is, we underestimate small steps because they don't give instant results. We think if change isn't dramatic, it isn't worth it. But success is built quietly, day by day, choice by choice. Tomorrow's victories are hidden in today's discipline. So don't wait for the perfect time. Don't pressure yourself to do it all at once. Just start small and keep moving. Even a single step forward is progress. And with enough small steps, you'll look up one day and realize you've built the life you once only dreamed of. Remember this: little efforts today create a powerful tomorrow. Start where you are, use what you have, and take one step forward. Your future self will thank you. You don't even realize how strong you are until life forces you to see it. In your weakest moments, when you feel like breaking, when you were sure you can take another step, that is when your true strength shows up. You may not feel it at the time, but deep inside you is a power that doesn't give up. Think about the times you've been through before, the heartbreak that felt unbearable, the rejection that crushed your confidence, the nights you cried yourself to sleep, certain you couldn't face tomorrow. But you did. You woke up. You kept going. And that means even at your lowest, you were stronger than you thought. Strength isn't about never falling apart. It's about holding on when everything in you wants to let go. It's about showing up, even when your body is tired and your heart is heavy. Sometimes strength is loud, fighting battles, chasing goals, standing tall. But other times it's quiet, getting out of bed, taking a breath, trying again after failure. That quiet strength counts just as much, maybe even more. I'll give you an example. Think of a cracked road where grass still pushes through the concrete. It doesn't look strong, but it is. Life keeps pressing down, but the grass grows anyway. That's you. Even in the weight of pressure, you still rise. So don't mistake weakness for defeat. Feeling tired, scared, or broken doesn't mean you're not strong. It means you're human. Real strength is built in those exact moments, when you keep moving forward even though it hurts. The next time you feel like you can't handle life, remind yourself, you already have. You've survived 100% of your worst days. You are stronger than you think, and your weakest moments are simply proof of how much you can carry. Believe in that strength because it's always been in you. Hard times are never easy, but they are never wasted. The struggles you face, the nights you cry, the moments you feel like giving up. Those are the very things shaping you into the person you were meant to be. Pain doesn't just hurt. It builds strength. It molds character. It turns you into someone unshakable. Think about it. If life were always smooth, you'd never know how tough you really are. Strength is built in the storm, not the sunshine. A diamond isn't created by comfort. It's created by pressure. Steel is not strong until it's been through fire. You are the same. Every challenge you've faced has been shaping you, even when it felt like it was breaking you. Maybe you've been through heartbreak, and now you know the value of real love. Maybe you've lost something important, and now you appreciate what you still have more deeply. Maybe you've failed, and now you've learned resilience. Hard times don't just leave scars, they leave wisdom. They teach patience, empathy, and grit. I'll give you a simple picture. Think of a tree standing through storms. The winds may bend it, the rain may beat it down, but each storm pushes its roots deeper. That's how it survives. That's how it grows stronger. You're no different. The storms of your life are not here to destroy you. They're here to root you, to strengthen you, to prepare you for greater things. So when life gets heavy, don't see it as punishment. See it as preparation. The hardship in front of you is not the end of your story. It's the chapter that builds your power. Remember, hard times don't last, but the strength and character they give you will stay forever. Hold on, push through, and trust that you're becoming someone unstoppable. It's so easy to get caught up in what we don't have. The money we wish we earned, the body we want, the opportunities that slipped away. Our minds fixate on the missing pieces, and suddenly life feels unfair, incomplete, and heavy. But here's the shift that changes everything: gratitude. Gratitude takes your focus away from what's missing and points it toward what's already working. And once you see what's working, life doesn't feel so empty anymore. Think about this. Right now, there are things in your life that someone else is praying for. A roof over your head, food on your table, the ability to walk, to see, to breathe. Yet because they feel normal, we stop noticing them. We chase the next big thing while ignoring the blessings right in front of us. Gratitude reopens your eyes. It makes you realize you already have so much. For example, maybe your job stresses you out. But step back. At least you have a job when many people are searching for one. Maybe your body isn't perfect, but it carries you through each day. Maybe life isn't exactly where you want it to be, but you've survived every hard moment to get here. Gratitude doesn't deny your struggles. It reminds you of your strength and blessings despite them. The truth is, problems don't disappear when you practice gratitude, but your perspective shifts. Instead of living in a constant state of not enough, you start living in a state of more than enough. And from that place, peace grows, joy grows, and hope grows. So, pause for a moment. Look around. Write down 3 things you're grateful for today, big or small. Carry that energy with you, because when you focus on what's working, you attract more reasons to be thankful. Gratitude doesn't just change your day, it changes your life. When life feels heavy, it's easy to believe the hard days will never end. You wake up tired, go to bed worried, and start to wonder if the struggle is permanent. But here's what I want you to remember. Life always balances out. The tough times don't last forever, and better days are already on their way. Think about the seasons. Winter always feels the longest, with its cold, gray skies. But no matter how endless it seems, spring always comes. Flowers bloom, the sun warms the air, and everything feels alive again. Life works the same way. You may be in a season of struggle now, but it won't stay this way forever. The balance will return. Look back at your own journey. Haven't you noticed how moments of darkness eventually gave way to light? That job loss led to a better opportunity. That heartbreak led to growth, and maybe later, real love. That mistake taught you something you carry with you even now. Life has a way of giving back, even after it takes. It doesn't mean every day will be perfect, but it does mean that pain won't be the only story you ever live. Joy finds its way back, peace returns, balance comes, even when you can't see it yet. Sometimes you just need to hold on a little longer to let life shift back in your favor. So if you're in a hard chapter right now, trust this truth. The story isn't over. Better days are waiting and they will come. Just like the sun always rises, your brighter days will find you again. Hold on, breathe, and keep moving. The balance of life is on your side. and your best days are still ahead of you.